All right, getting things set up. Everything looks like it's supposed to today. Kind of different than what normally happens. We get into the game here in just a moment. All right, I think I'll just get going and we'll go from here. But frames look good. What am I looking for? Right there. Now I need to get into it. All right. Oh, come on now. My controller's already like, hey, I'm out of battery. Great job. Great way to start a live stream. Let me fix one last thing. There we go. All right, we're good. We're good. All right. Here we go. Okay. Well, welcome back to Old Man Gaming, and welcome to a live stream today. Funny enough, it's my wife's birthday, but she decided to go out with friends, mostly because we did a lot of her celebrating yesterday. So, I got maybe an hour, 2 hours, I don't know. So we're just gonna go, and then it'll end when it ends. This might be the fast, like a good way to do it today. So we'll just keep this thing somewhat full. Let's go look and see what's in the orange beast, and then 9%. Not a lot, but so let's see how far we can get today. Let's check out the leaderboard itself. I'm days behind. Oh, this number hasn't moved. This one has, though. We're about 240. And on this side, we are at about 165. It's moving up. I think it's gone up only about 10K. I think last time, if I remember right, we were somewhere at 150. So we'll go from there. But welcome all that are in and watching. I appreciate you showing up and hanging out with me. I do like to do the live because I can chat with you guys instantly. As always, if you've made some comments on my videos, I'm not always... I try to keep up with them. If I missed it, I'll get to it. I'm just... I'm busy going live. No, I'm kidding. I'm generally busy is the problem. I'll scoot that back a bit. Yeah, it's been an interesting weekend so far. Like I said, most of our day was spent celebrating my wife's birthday yesterday, even though it was today. But we were mostly busy today. And then also it's like to the family, that was the best day for everyone to get together. Good morning, the Mr. Free, huh? Welcome to the chat. For me, it's actually evening. It's about 6 o'clock, almost 7 o'clock. Okay. Well, yeah. The biggest part of our day yesterday, though, very interesting. So after all the partying we did, we were a bit tired, so most of us fell asleep. But not our 2-year-old, Waylon, our little guy. He happened to do something that was a bit of a problem. He had pushed a chair into our kitchen, and like, because it was we had like friends over and had dishes everywhere, the sink was full. And he happened to turn on the water. I think y'all know where that's going. He flooded the kitchen. Because I don't think he figured out how to turn it off. He only figured out how to turn it on. And then got scared or something. Because water was probably spraying everywhere. And then probably nobody noticed for about, I would say, maybe it was only 5 minutes or so. Maybe 10 at the max. But it was enough, you know. And this was like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night or so. Well, okay, it was pretty late. Or... well, I think that happened. What it was, I think it happened around 9. And then, you know, I spent some time cleaning up what I could. Now, you'd think, okay, it's just the kitchen, the floor got all filled with water, and it was no big deal. And for the most part, you're right. But this house that we live in, it's got its shortcomings, let's put it that way. And one of the problems is the subfloor doesn't seem like it's very sturdy. You know, like... and then our kitchen is... the counters are tilted, so all the time water is constantly flowing onto the floor already. But not in such a big amount. My screen is black. What? Well, let me see. Sorry it took so long to see that. Not on Twitch. Twitch looks good. Let me check on YouTube. What part of the world am I in? I am in Finland right now, so way north. Let's see. Yeah, my screen's not black for either. From I'm looking at it online, it's good, so I'm not sure. Are you seeing it now? Yeah, I'm seeing everything. Maybe it's just behind or something, but I just checked on both Twitch and YouTube. Everything looks good from their points of view. I forgot I got chat. I got to pay attention to it. Back to the story. We'll continue checking the stream out as we go. But the water was enough that it started. Well, like the house is built on what seems like be a bit of a, well, the second story, or I'd say the basement ceiling is just like a huge cement slab. That's how I can explain it. And so the water dripped through the kitchen floor somehow, and not just a little bit, you know, a lot of it. And it was down on and it came down in my son's room. And it wasn't just in one spot. It wasn't like, oh, there's just this big drip here. Like the whole, like it was just streaming from all over the place on the ceiling. And not in like big streams, like, you know, like basically it streamed across the God, why can't we get down here and make it look pretty? Why is it messed up, man? Anyway, it was like in big long lines across the ceiling, and then it would drip at the end. There's about 4 of those, and so it was just dripping everywhere all night long. And so then the landlord called in like a emergency plumber, which I don't think we needed because we knew where the water came from. But he checked everything out, and I guess we were done with this whole fiasco by around midnight. Everything is good now. Okay, great. Yeah, I think sometimes when this starts, it does have a black screen for some reason. But it's nothing I can control because... like unless it's just, I think it could be like when I switch from one scene in OBS to another, it kind of goes black for some reason, but it shouldn't be for long, which is kind of weird. Like it was black for a bit, but yeah, so that was our exciting part of the weekend. A flooded kitchen and our room downstairs being flooded. pretty crazy, actually. So, but you know, no one got hurt, and I don't think there's too much damage besides what was already there. Which I'm saying, this house has its problems, and maybe this will, you know, the problems will be a little more worse now that that's happened. But I mean, it's not our fault. Like, that's, I mean, sure, the water going there is our fault, but the water damage that might incur is not ours, because this house was already having water issues before we moved in. And so that's due to because the kitchen counters were put in uneven, right? So they tilt towards the floor, or, you know, out from the wall towards the floor. And so they, you know, if you spill any water at all on the thing, on the counter, and don't notice, it rolls right onto the floor, or in this case right underneath into the garbage area. And that's actually where the biggest kind of problem is right now, because it's deteriorated, and our garbage, the door for the garbage place fell off because the wood has rotted away. And the, you know, the plumber, he's like talked to us like, oh, this is looking bad, you know, and, you know, kind of like just said, yeah, this doesn't look like it was ever a really good job done here, you know. But then he told the landlords that, like, oh yeah, this was just, looks like a whole lot of neglect from the tenants, because, you know, there's been water leaking and they probably haven't taken care of it, which is not the truth. You know, we do our very best to keep the counters clean and dry, but it's like I said, you know, it just leaks all over regardless of what you do. And then the sink isn't very well sealed, so that's even worse. So, like, if you spill a little water out on the sink and clean it up, you know, I mean, on the counter, between the counter and the sink, even if you dry it up, some of it's already soaked under and is now, like, affecting the wood underneath. And there was nothing we could do, because that's just daily use, to be honest. So I don't know. It's lame. The landlord, I mean, they're not bad landlords, but I think sometimes they're like landlords. If they don't have to pay for it, they won't, you know. You know, if they can get someone's insurance to pay for it, why not? So where are you at, Mr. Free? We'll call you that. Make it easy. Let's engage here. It's kind of an odd time for me to be streaming, but it's the time I've got for today. So, like I said, I figured it might be easier today to do this. I don't have to fiddle with uploading and all that other jazz that comes with just making a recording. That's not the greatest. Add a fuel. I don't think I'm gonna, and I should have done this probably like a week ago. The topic was big and hot, but I should make a video, like a kind of reaction video, or at least you know, what I feel about the definitive collection, or, like, you know, game they're coming out with. Because I mean, they've just done like a kind of question and answering thing. So it might be good to go over that and then give my honest opinion on the whole take. Because, like, I understand why they're doing it that way, and there's lots of things. I mean, there are some things that were mentioned that I think should have been in this one. You know, in the base game, because that was like what was on the roadmap. And a few things like that, but I can go over all that in the real video. So once again, welcome everybody. I am once again streaming. I don't have a streaming schedule because my life has no schedule. No, it's just we're always busy doing stuff, and generally I don't have this much time to just sit right down and do absolutely nothing but be glued to the screen. Normally it's like I'll do a recording because I can just pause and get up and go help wherever it needs, wherever help is needed. But today it's been one of those days where I kind of just actually get a few minutes to myself. So it's quite nice. My wife is out enjoying her birthday with some friends, and we definitely did a good old celebration yesterday. And then in the next week or two, we have like 20 more birthdays. No, but there's like 4 kids and my own in 1 month, so that's quite a few birthdays. Most of them are in the all 4 of them are in the first kind of week of September, and then mine's at the end. So a busy month for birthdays anyway. Noah, that's a big name. What's my percentage? Oh, in the let's go see. I mean, I think we're only at 9 or 10, but we're at 18 now. Well, we're moving up pretty fast, actually. Not too bad. At least I think that's the percentage you're asking for, yeah? If not, you'll have to let me know what you're referring to, because that was the only percentage I could think of. And if we can check out we did check out the leaderboard. If you're late, I can go back. You can check it out again. But so yeah, yesterday I didn't get any time to play the game, which is fine. I kind of planned for that. I mean, like, I planned that that's how it would happen. And I could have maybe made time, but I ended up falling asleep. So it's not a big deal. Yes, okay, great. Yes, we got a bit before we get the beast filled up, but I don't know, maybe we'll... Oh, I think we need a turn here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're not reaching. That's right. So we got some digging to do. We still got, I don't know what, 8 days or something. I didn't really look at the beginning to see how many days are left. It's till the 31st. So is it like till next week, Sunday? Maybe then we only got 7 days. Don't quote me. I know it's the 31st. I just don't know what day the 31st is. Generally, it's always ending on a Sunday. So that's why I'm just off the top of my head. Now we're chewing through this square pretty fast. That's good. Oh, we need to. We got to get done here. Actually, now we got to move this guy around. He's let's see, it's the third one up. Luckily, this is a quick move. There we go. Back to business. Yeah, that's like almost perfect. I don't know where I want my camera. I'll get it fixed in a little bit. Oh, dang it. We did it again. I'm like always doing this. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Gotta turn it on full speed. All right. Now it's back to business. So, yeah, I mean, we're at about 165K from top 10. So we got some digging to do. So we can pull out 40s and 50s for our cleanups, you know, 40 to 50K. Then, you know, we still have, we're still in the game. But if they keep coming in at like 25 and 30, we're gonna, we probably won't make it. But this should be the best, or and you know, this is like the best gold range, I'll call it, for this map, because once you get down lower, it kind of goes back to that yellow, or there's just not a lot of it by then, so you're digging. But here, most of them are going to be that rich gold color you want in the gold. They all have like 4 to 6 ounce like things. What here? I'll explain it this way. Let's go here. It's like, for instance, we are working in this square. Is that the square? Yeah. So we've actually cleaned up most of that, but you can see here 300 or 3.2. But most of the squares start something like this, 5. You know, like see 5.2, 5.3. Okay, none are ever at 6. Not that I've ever seen, but 5.5 is really good. 5.4. So there's only like a little at the top, and then the rest of it's just like pure, amazing gold dirt. Okay, this is the one we're working in at 7K. We got dirt in there. And now I think we threw it all away anyway. So I don't remember what was in this one, but we're already like, well, I can't remember. We'd have to look at the last video, to be honest, to see what the amount was in here. I want to say it was something in the near 20, but this is the one on the outside, so it could have Could have been like 15 or something. But hey, we're digging at night, so that's always good. Wonder if this is an odd time for Twitch. Normally I got a lot of people on Twitch watching. Today it's like the audience is very small. Plus I know it's a Sunday, so yeah, it's a Sunday. I'm thinking it's a Saturday. I don't know. My weekend's been a little messed up, so, so I don't know what day it is. Maybe y'all are chilling, which is perfectly fine. We often chill on Sundays as well. So don't blame you. You get a good old drink, good movie to go watch, and you just chill on the couch. We don't generally watch a movie though. Like we'll spend 2 hours looking for a movie. Instead, what we do is we just record a bunch of either home improvement shows. Or, yeah, maybe that's an old person thing, but yeah, I love to watch old home, not just old homes, any homes get like turned into something way more prettier than they were. Or we also like watching, what is it, like house, where they look for houses, but they're looking for like, I forget what it's called, something under the sun. I will watch that as well on Sundays. That's kind of our Sunday thing. Then somewhere in the middle of that, I generally will make a video and put it out. But today, just a different day. It was like I said, it's my wife's birthday, so we were out for most of the afternoon, and then she's gone off with her friends now. So I thought, why not go live? Have some fun here while she's out and about. Boot in a boot. I forget where that comes from, but maybe I'll have a look, see once we're done digging this all out to see where it's fallen. All right, hold on a minute. Looks like I'm getting a call. I will pause this really quick. All right, good news. That was my wife. She needed me to start the parking. That means she hasn't even started, like, sitting down chilling. So we might have a good long while to do some streaming. But hey, Rasher, welcome. Sorry, I had to pop off for a minute, but happy. Yeah, thanks. I'll let her know. How's things with you, Rasher, if you're still there? I think one of these days going to come over to the dark side and play on the non-DLC side. And we'll have some fun. No problem. Because, like, I was watching Gas, I guess probably like a week ago now. And, like, I didn't know that, because obviously I haven't really played on that side, but that the big bulldozer is actually within the standard game. So meaning that you guys get to use the big bulldozer. So that changes the game a bit, you know, for the... So I'm like, that might change my, like, thinking on the non-DLC side. Things are going, leaderboard coming to an end much quicker than... Yeah, I know. One day you're like, I got 23 days, and the next day you're like, what? There's 2 days left? What happened? So, you know, y'all, we got a legend in the house, Mr. Rasher Wagon. Guy's awesome. Probably knows more about the game than I do. Just maybe. Only because I taught him everything he knows, so... And since I'm so old, I forget a lot. He's learned more than I mean, I've forgotten more than... Anyway. I'm not that old. I'm just going to be turning 50 this year, so I'm not like... Not ancient yet, but I don't know. I mean, to my kids, I think I'm ancient, but... You know, if you ask them, oh yeah, Dad, you're ancient, but... I don't feel ancient. That's the good thing. I feel still like I'm maybe in my 30s or something, so... I want to keep that mentality and live life. Not too kind. Yeah. I think I finally kind of figured out waterfall now enough to like play it competitively a bit, you know? Now I just need to figure out how I can have more time to do it. Just turned 3 now? Okay, yeah, see, so in the books of all the people, you're still a youngin'. Oh, you're a grandpa already? Well, oh yeah, that's true, you are, but that's not always something you can have a control of, you know? I mean, you have kids and then, well, they determine when you become a grandfather. You know, I could be one many years ago, actually, but my kids have been very good and decided to not make me a grandpa yet. I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I think so. Like, you know how on Nighthawk there's that special, what is it, 413 you go to, and that's like where you just drill, or that's where you start bulldozing from. Well, I found here, I think it's 339, you can start there and just build roads all around the good gold, and it's low enough that it's like a good starting point. And then once you've dug down all the way that this can reach, which is what I've done, I'm already down to the next level. I just dropped the, instead of using dynamite, I just ran the bulldozer into the big hole and then started bulldozing. And this is where I've ended up. Now, in my case, I decided to just bulldoze all the area flat rather than continue with roads. I think this is going to turn out better. We'll see. I mean, I feel like it's already made a big difference. And, now it's just getting the time to play. So I think this week I'll have a bit of time, maybe not to stream at all, but at least some time to put into get a couple cleanups done. If I can do like 3 or 4 more cleanups this week, I'll feel like we might have a chance to kick some butt here, at least get the top 10. Oh, we processed a little dirt. We're barely reaching over here. I just moved this thing. Never can control it, just embrace it. Yeah, yeah, I know. Heck yeah, 1 week left. Oh, 1 week left. Holy crap. I'm so, like, not ready. I was just saying, I think we got like 10 days. You're like, no, it's 7. I never pay attention to the countdown on the when I log in. You know, I'm always just like, let's get to the game. We are not reaching very well, aren't we? Let's move forward and really reach down there. Ooh. Let's do this. I like to... This is, I think, as deep as I'm going to dig to, because this is like what I've been telling everybody. This is the best gold level here. Yes, you can go down again and do some more bulldozing, but I feel like it may not be worth it. I mean, we'll see what the gold looks like and how far, like this, even this square will kind of give us a clue once we're done how far we can, or like what's left underneath, and see if it's going to be a worthwhile process to bulldoze it again. Only this time I may not bulldoze out so much. Like in that section, it was all like, just because it was easy to do, I did it, but like, oh my gosh, I cannot control my camera. Probably making everybody sick. But we'll see, because I think, well, I know, because I've now done this, well, this, I think my 3rd or 4th time, that like the next layer down that you dig is just not as rich gold. You'll be back to like 25 and to 30k ounce cleanups, and then I don't know, is it worth it at that point? I mean, yes, you got everything set up. So that's always kind of a benefit. Oh, we're gone to white. Oh, that's kind of crazy. All right, I think I'm just going to take a look at the map and kind of give an idea. So, I mean, there's almost 8 meters. That's not too bad. I turned that off. I didn't mean to. Now we're going to move here, 20k. This is going to be a really great square. Like just almost the top gold you can get. That's what I'm talking about. Because all the way that I can reach down, it's going to be like 5 ounces all the way down. So that's really, really nice. I'm going to kind of clean up this here, but I doubt we can reach this, so I'll just move it now. Oh, I gotta stop clicking so fast. We need to like just a little straight like that. Then all right, I think we'll just leave it there. Looks good. Efficiency versus gold quantity. Yeah, it's always kind of a question there, isn't it? Whoops, that's not where I want to go. I almost feel like that's a little too far back now, but I'll get over it. Oh. Oh, Thought there would be something more there, and I'm just not getting it. It's all good. But yeah, what? Okay, my controller's plugged in. Okay. Well, that was kind of weird. It's like, you know, when you switch from one window to another, so everything in this window freezes. That's what seems to be had happened just there, but I didn't press anything to switch windows. That's kind of weird. I thought it was my controller dying, but it's plugged in, so there's no way it could have just... Ah, come on. Let's see also after this first square, because I think all the gold that we got out of there is from this one square, so 30%, which is good. That's really good, actually. What's you up to right now, Rush? Are you digging? Okay, we haven't reached all the way down here. I have to do a fill up here, so maybe around 15% will run through the gas. But even that's now, we've got, see, we got a gas tank all the way down here. It's like gonna take just a few seconds to do a whole fill up, a whole line. Fill up the train, that's what this is, the train. Ah, you need to dig. It's more non-DLC CPU. So you're doing two. That's quite the undertaking there. See, I don't even have time for one. You're over there doing two. See, I say you're the legend. Of course, I guess some people might argue I got a few more kids than most do, you know, but, you know, we all make our choices. I love almost each and every one of them. No, I'm kidding. I love them all. You know, like to be smart. Well, it's totally, you know, about time as well. I know you said you started working a new shift, didn't you, a while ago? Like last time I talked with you. How you getting settled on that one? Yes, sir. Okay. Well, it's good that you're getting a good schedule going on. Very important. I'm still kind of like what is 2 weeks in, still getting used to the schedule that I need to do. Like, well, I haven't even developed it yet, like, but to get my girls to school. But they've been taking care of it themselves, but we might need to change it a little bit. But basically, they're like, well, our youngest one didn't used to like to go on the bus, but now that she has a friend that comes the same route that she does, she's like super excited to always take the bus to school. Imagine that, huh? And so both of them have been very good at taking the bus to school and bringing it home, which makes my schedule much easier. But we haven't really priced out the bus tickets yet, or bus pass. They're doing it, you know, like every day they buy a ticket on the phone. It's a little more expensive that way, but we haven't got like set up for getting them the bus card and getting them on like a seasonal ticket. But I was also looking to see how like much they wanted to ride the bus, because if they're going to be like riding it once or twice a week and then I take them into school the other times, it's so much cheaper to have them buy a single ticket every now and again. But if they're going to ride it every day to and from school, then yeah, I need to get them like the monthly pass, because it'll be a lot cheaper. I think I have it figured out. That's good, because it's always tough starting new schedules. Like for me, August is always that month that I have to start new schedules, because that's when the kids go back to school, and you got to figure out how to get them to school and what times, and like, because they're in different grades. Like, you know, I remember in my day, everyone went to school at the same time, except like if you were in the very first year, I think kindergarten, and that's when the kids went half a day. Otherwise, if you were like first through sixth, you'd go to school at like 9 a.m. and get out at 3 or something. You know, and junior high and high school is the same, but here it's like every kid, or like every grade goes into school at a different time. So if you got 2 or 3 kids going to school at the same time, you might have kids going to school from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. every day, and it's like makes it hard if you have to drive everyone to school. Things were just easier back in my day. And Max and the bus, yeah, exactly. But my daughter's, well, she was asking since last year, she was like, I just want to get a bus card, Dad. It'll be much easier. Because about every other week they have to like reauthorize the app to make the purchase, because it's my credit card they're using. So they have to call me like, Dad, the app's doing the thing again. And then I authorize it, and they think that's a bit of a hassle. But I'm like, but it's still cheaper this way, so we're doing it that way. But things are changing. Garrett goes the same, but left at lunch in the second half. Kinder showed up at like, yeah, exactly. They went home, and then the rest of the grades all came in at like one time. But no, I think even here it's like just everyone has their own little schedule, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like even, and the problem is, okay, we have this teacher parent app that we have to use to communicate with the teachers, but they also put the kids' schedule in there, and so they're always like, the name of the app is called Wilma, and it's Probably the worst app ever. I need to tell them how it's done, redesign it for them. It's probably like a 90s, someone got in there and just made it in the 90s and never did anything to make it any better. But they're always like, trust the schedule in Wilma, it's the right one. And like the first day of school, I trust it. And like my daughter shows up an hour early. I'm like, you guys can't even be consistent. So it's I mean, they're trying, but it's a bit of a thing, you know. Also in my day, you know what they used to do? The teacher had to talk to my parents. They would pin the note on my shirt and I'd take it home. That's how they did it in my days. Or if it could wait, they'd wait till parent-teacher conference. Of course, obviously, like probably 4th grade and above, they would pin it to your shirt. But, you know, before then, you just came home with a note on your shirt, and then your parents knew something was wrong or had to change. All right, looks like we should go up here and do some gassing up. Guess maybe I could have ran around this way, but that's... Where's our truck at, though? I don't know. Oh, we're up here. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. Oh, we're way over here. Okay. I was wondering, why is this road so tiny? But I was going to use this, and I never did. Yikes. This is the only one that moves so much, it's not really worth putting a big gas tank near it. Alright, where's the... Okay. Ryan, welcome to the chat. So, my teacher always just called my parents on the phone. That was stuck to the wall at home. Man, I feel old. Get back to digging. I know, like, seriously. These kids don't know how good they've got it, like, you know. But the only thing that ever comes home to us that we need to sign, and they have it in their backpacks, is like their homework table, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it, but like they have all their homework written out, and we have to sign it at the end of the day or whenever to say that they've done it. And then like the report cards, they come home to us. We have to sign those and send them back. And then what was the other thing I was thinking about? Already escaped me. Oh, like if it's a permission slip, yeah. Which makes sense. You definitely have to have someone sign a paper or a permission slip. They're not into electronic signatures yet, but I'm sure that's coming. Of course, here, electronic signature is more like they use like, so here you can use your bank login as a like proof of identity, basically. And so, but like for the banks, you have to like set that up with them first. But generally speaking, most time when you go in to open an account with a bank, they go through all of that detail anyway, so they have all the info, so they can, you know, they're like a verifier of your age and who you say you are. So if you log in using your bank info, then they kind of automatically, well, you know, they trust that you are who you are. And so lots of places also use that for electronic signatures. So they'll just have you open up like a PDF, and then it says to sign this, just log into your bank info. And then so you do. And so I'm sure, you know, if the school or whoever manages that app gets in gear, then that might become a thing as well. But funny, like my boss, he tells me a lot about the app. He's like, yeah, I know a lot of the parents here where I live have actually used AI to make their own like overlay to the app to make it better, because the app is just, it's just terrible. I just laugh at that. I'm like, that's so funny. Because you don't, it's a terrible app. I don't know why they use it, but. And then, I don't know, there's just things I don't like about it. Besides its interface. The interface is the worst part, but like, there's a lot that could be redesigned and redone to make better. Oh, what's up, buddy? Come here. Are you all sad or something? What's up? Huh? Did you just wake up from your nap, huh? I didn't even know you were taking a nap. My daughters took him to the store. So he probably did take a little nap. He always goes to sleep when you take him for a stroller ride. Not too talkative today, huh? I think I'm gonna... Oh, actually, we need to... I mean, I still... It's the sound of this is bugging me a little bit, so I'm gonna move it and turn it off. There's no reason for it to be over here turned on. All right. Oops. Let's not throw away all our good dirt. Like no music on. It's always bugs me that the music kind of stops in the middle. You're lurking. All right, well that's good. I figured you probably were. Maybe you finally logged in and are back to digging, huh? Or are you at work? I think it's about your work. Oh, but it's... Well, some people do work on Sundays. I think everyone has the same schedule I do. Or at least weekends off, you know. But I know. I used to work on Sundays, so... Oh, we're putting some good dirt in here, though. I wonder how far we're going to get. Like... Maybe though. You're digging today. All right, yeah, that's good. You should probably wake up, buddy. You can't sleep too long. Else you won't go to bed when I want you to. He's like all curling up on my lap here. I kind of would rather him run around and start burning up the energy he's going to have. So go to sleep at his bedtime. Jordan, hey, welcome to the chat. Just saying hi, South Africa. You know, I got a lot of people in South Africa now watch me, but I think that's pretty cool. I have long to watch now. I just want to say hi. We'll watch the whole stream later. Good luck with the push. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to have some luck with this push. Yeah, also I found just digging this way is the best or the easiest to like manage here in waterfall. Otherwise you have to like, then you would have to use dynamite and dig down so that your everything is down lower, but then it also takes longer. If you're like me, you just want to dig, forget blowing stuff up, and if you're not putting it into the machine for money, it's not worth it. Alright, so we can't really move this one forward anymore. I guess we'll have to shorten up the other one. I'm just thinking, I think the one ahead of it is already like maxed out. Yeah, it looks pretty maxed out, so it's most probably we'll have to shrink that one up and then push this one out a bit so we can reach. Well, that should work, I think. There we go, get some. Up early or you can't sleep. I'm over these lands, owner takes money. I am neither. It's like about 7:40 here, my time, so it's just in the middle of my kind of late evening, I guess. Yeah, I know the landowner is taking all your money. It's a terrible thing. That's why I'm always buying the, well, okay, on the first claim, you know, in the leaderboard, I never buy it unless it's Nighthawk. But when you're moving to Nighthawk, I generally try to buy Nighthawk before I even move there. And then that way they don't take any of your gold. But I agree with you, they take a lot of gold. So if you're always not buying the claim and you're just paying or like doing the lease and paying the royalties, man, you're really losing tons of gold. So it should always be a part of your strategy to buy the claim so that you don't lose that extra gold. It's frustrating. I hate it too. It bugs me. I'm like, dang it, it's my gold, dude. I dug it up. My end of my game. I'm over these. Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like at least purchasing the claim is not overly expensive. I like that you know, it's okay. 2.4 million for Nighthawk it's a lot, but it's not like not too much, because they could have made it like 5 million, because you know the gold there is actually really good. Of course, in the earlier days, the gold was still good there. It just wasn't as good as it is now, because they obviously changed how a lot of the game worked. We're looking at everything's looking good. Okay, I have to kind of watch that. We have been I know we've been having some kinds of internet issues, but it's been like everything, not just our house internet, like even our phone internet's been a bit sketchy lately the last few days. So just want to make sure we're not like, no, I wanted digging. I read it wrong. So if by chance it starts to like crash and stuff, I can't really fix it. So if that does happen, then I'll probably end the stream at that point, because I don't want to put anyone through a bunch of buffering. It's lame. And I just found out, and it's really unfortunate, but I did sign up for fiber optics through the company that we currently go through, and this was like 6 or 8 months ago, and then they're like, we're coming in summer to like put in the lines, and then like October, November, you'll be able to use the high-speed internet with, you know, fiber optics. But I just got a letter about beginning of this week indicating that they didn't get enough customers, and so they're not expanding to my area. I'm like, that is just unfortunate and lame. I think they should have just done it anyway. Like, this is a huge subdivision where I'm at, and the only reason why they don't have a lot of customers is because a different company came in and did a whole bunch of fiber optics, and it carries pretty much the other 3 or 4 major carriers here, just not the one that we use. And so that's why we didn't get it then, or we would have it like, I don't know, like 2 years ago probably. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it was a bad choice to not take it then. But oh well, you know, that's life sometimes. But I wasn't expecting them to just cancel. So, but part of our problem still is just propagating the Wi-Fi through the house, because it's a lot of cement and cinder block. And I don't know if you know this, but Wi-Fi doesn't like to go through that very well. So, and this house is not set up to have like Cat 5 or Cat 6 cabling through the house. If it was my own house, I'd start drilling holes and put it in and solve my issue right away. But I'm just renting, and I'm not going to put in that much work for something that I'm going to be leaving behind. So, so we rely on like a mesh network, but it's only so good because everything's upstairs, and me and my son, who do a lot of streaming, are downstairs. So, wish you can transfer gold from those that are poor. Yeah, I know, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Ryan, have you looked at the gold? I did. I played it. There's a video on it if you haven't seen it. I don't play it yet. Gold Rush 2, just me like old one better. I have to admit, I like the aesthetics of this one better than this 2. And I know that, you know, everyone's always like, I want, you know, like a lot of people are after that realistic. And I mean, this feels to me realistic enough. I feel like it's that grungy kind of mining feel that I feel like the game should have. So as far as the like it's really nice looking, and maybe I'm just being picky, but I think like the graphics didn't really have to change much. In fact, Rasher was saying that about the definitive version with the kind of upgraded graphics they're going with that. You know, like we're digging holes or staring at dirt most of the time. How like, you know, shit, we're really not reaching that now, are we? So we're gonna have to like pause that. And then X, move this back. But as far as gameplay and stuff goes, it's really good. I mean, I still also feel like there's some things that, like, I don't know, for certain games, I feel like if you're going to make a sequel, that having an extremely familiar kind of setup as to the first one you were doing makes a huge difference in kind of linking the people to the game, and you know, like basically bringing your old follower or players with you, and stuff like that. And I think that maybe there was some opportunities missed there, as far as they could have done a few things, you know, like even it's like, for instance, some of the sounds, the water pump sound, I don't like it. I think it sounds really fake and kind of stupid. The water pump sound they had here, they should have just used this one that they have already. Again, just my opinion. But I kind of, so I guess what I'm saying is there's certain like things here in this game they could have, you know, having one of the old machine, like an exact machine here, like take one of the machines and have it be part of that game to give you that familiarity. That's just me and my own kind of game, like how I feel about games and stuff. That, you know, sequels should have some sort of like matching something or other from the previous one, you know, to tie them together. You know, it's like, because you wouldn't go to a sequel of a movie, you know, and there's nothing that ties you back to the story of the first one, you know, even if it's like an extremely loose connection, you know. I still feel like it could be there, or should be there. But like gameplay wise and all that stuff, I think they did a great job. Put Fran halfway through the hole. Oh, Frank. Oh, you mean like further down here? Like the problem is for me, it gets in the way. I mean, it's already in the way where it's at, but it's, oh shit, you know, I didn't really check to see if it matches up, did I? I just started pumping dirt into it. Luckily for me, I'm pretty good at aiming these stuff. I'm just like, we're done, we're digging. Forgot that, you know, it takes a bit of alignment if you really want it to work right. But yeah, getting it deeper in the hole would make it faster, but then, again, like I said, it often is in my way. And so this is where I prefer it to be. And back to, you know, Gold Mining Simulator 2. It's going to be a great game. And despite it maybe not having the kind of look and feel I would hope it would have had, it still looks good. It plays well. And well, there's not too much storyline to it because it's a mining game. Grandpa gave us a gold mine and we're going to dig gold. So, you know, they're just following the same. You know, generally what I think of as a sequel is it's a somewhat clone of the first one, as in you've taken all the best parts out of the first one and you've revamped and made better the parts you didn't like. And I mean, I guess for the most part they've done that. I think, to be honest, I feel like I like the panning better in this one than in Gold Sim 2. To me here it just feels a little more... And it might just be, you know, for the demo it was a little more quickly done or something. I don't know. I just feel like they had a good system here and then they changed it and it didn't feel as the same. It just didn't feel the same. And I know also that they switched game engines, so that also creates like a bit of a difference in the like feel of the game. Because even though, you know, they use different graphics engines, they use different physics engines. You know, physics is physics. It should work the same way, but obviously because it's programmed by humans, there is a small difference you can feel if you've played enough games from one game engine to the next. You'll feel that very slight difference in how the mechanics of different things work, and it's generally down to how the physics is interacting with everything. And so it does have a bit of a different feel, partly due to that. You're just trying to get super comfy, aren't you, bud? I don't think you should be sleeping still, though. You should have probably woken up. One upgraded or don't know next for 47. Well, I know that they just have been, they're working hard, but I don't think the new one's going to be out till 27 from the stuff that they've put out publicly, from what I remember. In fact, I think even on the Steam site it says early 2000 or 2027, or even later. I don't remember. I haven't looked at it for a while. In fact, I could have helped them test it because I've got the CPU that they were having some issues with. And I wanted to help them, but I was out of town at the few days that they were testing it, so. But yeah. It'll be 47 as it comes in, but the question there now that, I mean, I might try and go do the non-DLC side, you know, once again for a change. We'll kind of see what kind of challenges they have, what they start us off with. Because, you know, this one, they started off in like the hard mode series, and I always like doing that, so I thought this would be a great time to do it. Or like, why I wouldn't go to the non-DLC side. Leaderboard 1, I mean, what new stuff leaderboard? Oh, so I don't know what they're going to do there. They don't really let us know. I find out when you guys do, the same day it comes out. When they do the patch is when I know what it's going to be. I mean, I'm guessing I could probably talk and ask them what it is, but I don't. Like, I just like to be surprised all the same. Let's see. Let's get over here and try to get this corner somewhat cleaned up here. I've been kind of slacking on this side, as you can see. Not as nice and clean as I normally do. We're throwing dirt everywhere. Gotta be careful. I think if I want to, we'll have to back up more to get that. It's deep in there. Whoa, I guess we're gonna... Oh. Let's see if we can get you comfy, because you keep moving everywhere. I'd prefer you not to sleep, but, you know, can't really win. My daughters are baking like a blueberry pie for when my wife does come home. So gonna celebrate yet again. I'm afraid when he gets a hold of that, he'll be like up all night. Not cool, but just is what it is, I guess. And if you haven't heard, he's learned to crawl out of his, or climb out of his crib, so it's not like I can just put him in there and let him cry it out. Instead, he just hops out and comes by and goes, "Hi, Dad." I'm like, "Oh, kid, what are you doing?" I heard from Rash that you can start with any money. Huh, I'll have to ask him and see. I don't know where he's getting his info from. Actually, I do. Probably the same person I'll get my stuff from, if I was to ask. Yeah, I mean, they're always looking for different ways to, like, make this leaderboard fun and entertaining for all of us. But I think starting out with however much money you want is... well, it's going to be boring to some of the players because... well, I don't know. I mean, basically what that means is everyone's just going to come to the claim they really like, so either Waterfall or Nighthawk. They'll purchase it, they'll purchase all the equipment they need, and then they'll just reset till they find the best map they want, and then they'll start digging once they find that. And so, you know, the whole starting meta of the game will be completely changed, at least for that particular season. And I mean, it would be different anyway. We did an update on it the other day. Indefinite edition, they have a custom. Oh, like that. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Okay, it's different. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. So in the definitive edition, see, I haven't done a coverage on that one yet. I need to get my butt in gear and do that. I just have been busy and stuff and trying to be like catching up here instead of... but nobody knows the next... exactly. It's probably going to be NH because we've been to all the others. But yeah. So on the definitive one, they're going to have different game modes, which will be nice. But like, well, I mean, depending on how you want to play the game, you know, just loading up. So instead of easy mode where everything's just $1, you know, you can start off with like. So I mean, that will actually make it kind of more fun, I guess, if you want to like do a competition. You can tell everyone, hey, we're going to do this competition, and you all have to start the game with these rules, and then you can kind of run your own little leaderboard, I guess, doing that. That is something that can make the game more interesting. But then, of course, we all have to be running the definitive version for that to take place, because there's also going to be some newer equipment in there that you don't get in like this main version. Now, for me, I don't feel like this game needs a graphical update. It just needs more performance. And they have been fixing that a lot. I'm not saying that they've completely have done nothing. They've done a lot, because the game works way better than it used to. But I still think in some places it can be even more done, but not heard it edition mode, that leaderboard. You see, I don't think it's not, or at least as far as I know, it's not for the leaderboard. It's just how the definitive edition gives you like new ways to start the game and play the game, in a sense. So you can kind of create your own rules for starting the game. What's your problem, bud? Maybe you should turn this way. This will probably make it much, much better for you. How's that, huh? He's just totally snoozing on my lap. Made my points. The dev reached out, and I must respond to them today. Yeah, I've actually listened to yours, Rasher, and I think you had some good points about some of the things in there. I just haven't done my coverage. I haven't watched the actual trailer besides what I watched of yours, and I'm still making my own debate on it or how I feel. But you had a lot more information on it than I would have had, so because I haven't checked into it yet, and my memory is as good as a fruit fly, probably. So even if the devs had made some like promises and things, I most likely have forgotten all about them anyway. So if, you know, I mean, I remember, like, for instance, at least the fuel truck was in, because I did do a coverage on that. That was supposed to be actually released in 2025, and now it's 2026, and we don't see it here. And yes, I know about game dev, and I know that sometimes things don't always happen the way you want, so I can forgive them for that. But like, then just releasing it into a different version of the game that you have to pay for, I can see where some people would be upset, you know? Now, new stuff, you know, I have no problems to go for it, you know? But if it was on a roadmap and it was meant to have been in this edition of the game, I feel like it should still be released in this edition of the game. I got something on my tongue here. Let's check out where we're at here. That's about where I was expecting to be after that next block. And then I also want to have a look, see how much we dug out of there. So it was at 20. Are you kidding? We got like 13K out of that block. That is amazing. Because it was either 20 or 21, so like 13, 14K out of just that block. That's how you can get, you know, 50K cleanups. Yeah, see, if you get like 3 blocks where you're getting 15, well, it's like 3.5 blocks, I believe, is what it takes. but I'm going to have to move this guy again. Kind of worked better moving this one first, so. There'll be only one leaderboard. No more non-DLC, just a community leaderboard goal will be added, and all that play and help achieve it will get a skin. Only top 10 get exclusive skin. I mean, that still makes kind of sense. Bit of work for them, having to make skins every time, more than one. Always seems to be not aligned, right? Actually, that one might move. I'm going to try that. Let's move this guy out of the way. Let's turn it off for a minute and see if this one can actually reach all the way back yet. Well, it's going to be close, but maybe not. No, it's not really even close. I don't know what I was thinking. That is not close at all. I mean, I was kind of, to some degree, hoping that that would be the case, where we get one big leaderboard. But the difference between DLC and non-DLC, it's a tough one. I mean, to make it a combined leaderboard, they obviously have to do it that way. I understand the reason behind it. Are the players going to like it, though? That's a whole nother story. But maybe as a community, we can also help in deciding kind of the rules for each leaderboard, which will, you know, help to engage the community more. Because we've run some of our own kind of things. How I want to do this. I think we need to, like, be over this way more. No. I think I went the wrong way. We gotta go out this way. They'll make leaderboards a non-DLC board as challenge on occasion. Yes, but like there's dedicated people that like to do that one alone too. So I mean, you know, you always gotta, unfortunately, in cases like this, someone's gonna get bit in the butt and not like how things go. And it's, you know, but you know, the game is evolving, and that's kind of how evolution works. Sometimes there's things that have to be let go. Dump truck you in the way, because I need to... Well, I think we need to, like... That's looking pretty good, actually. I could work with that. Makes sense to make sense, though, all in one leaderboard. Yeah, like I said, it does make sense. You have to have everybody on the same, like, DLC, non-DLC, they all have to be running the same kind of version of the game in order for that to work. So, I didn't even turn it on this time. Normally I at least get it on, it's just not the right speed. Okay, that one's looking... That's a lot better. Whoops. Good enough for me. Get back to work. Well, Rasher, tell me how you feel about that. What do you think? I mean, I understand the reason behind it, but as you're one that plays, you know, the non-DLC a lot more, you feel like it's a good move or a bad move? No idea why this is white. It should at least still be like a nice gold color, right? Not like we changed anything, but yeah, that's my point. That was part of my response to the devs today. I posted a screenshot from the respond and be heard. Monday, they will have a meeting to share our concerns. All right. I wish I was a little more involved in this because I could be. I've just like haven't been paying attention. But then again, I'm a little more like understanding of where they're going and what they're doing. And I know that, you know, sometimes it hurts, but you know, that kind of growth has to happen if you want to, say, do a combined leaderboard. That has to be the way it works. I mean, at least it's different than, say, what they did in what was it? Was it Warcraft 3, where like the Reforged edition like totally changed it, where like you couldn't even do anything anymore. It's like, at least this is like, hey, we're trying to expand and include everybody, and it's like this is one way that it goes. You know, it's not like, hey, we just screwed you over, have a nice day. You know, this is more like a move that kind of benefits all of the players, even though some players may not enjoy it as well as others. I can tag you in the screenshot of my Discord so you can get... Oh yeah, great. That'd be nice, because I try to follow it, but I'm been quite busy. But tomorrow, or even later tonight, we'll see how it goes. If not tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, now that I'm using Claude Code, I often have, you know, sometimes it does some stuff and it does it fast, and other times it's like, I'll wait 30 or 40 minutes for it to do what I asked it to do, and then I'm like, okay, great. So I tend to have little bits of time I can have a look-see at that kind of stuff. I didn't kind of remember what was in this one now. Well, did we already take out a ton? I would say it probably had more than 13 in it anyway. I'm feeling like this cleanup, when we get to it, will be a good cleanup. Oh, I'm like, why are we not reaching down? Well, it's because we are turned the wrong way. No, I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's pry the bulldozer on or something, but you know what we're using for light, so or actually it's probably this guy turned on, isn't it? Let's check. And then this guy's probably... Oh, no, actually turn it off. Good job. Good job, me. Yeah, one of the two. Yeah, there we go. I don't know, sometimes having that extra sound is a bit annoying. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, almost got stuck there. Done and done, Ming. Thank you, Mr. Rashawagon. Yeah, that's why I call him the legend. He's always helping me out. He's way more up to date on the community stuff than I am. So that's where I can be better. Need to hear from you. So, yeah, that's true. And, you know, with my background, I maybe have a different view than others. Not just playing the game, but I know how to develop them, and I know what the developers are kind of looking at, you know. And maybe say, if I was developing the game, this is how I would do it. Although, honestly, I know that with these kinds of things, there's not too many ways to do it, unfortunately. And, you know, most competitive things, everyone must be on the same version in order for it to work properly. So, yeah. It's not so much that the developers want to, like, take it out, but it's more like that's how the programming or the way the systems are designed to work. And a lot of that is due to make sure that cheating is not, or is like, you know, it eliminates a lot of things where cheating could happen. Because if you're all on the same version, then there's not like maybe a, you know, earlier versions have a bug where this can happen. And then, you know, if you're playing a newer version and someone's got an older version, they can still use that bug. So lots of reasons for the way things work these days. But I'm glad they're not using the, like, what are they called? The, like the CSGO type cheat thingies where you have to go into CMOS and give it like low-level access. That's to me, that's a little too much. You know, if your game requires that to stop cheaters, then I don't know. It's not a game I want to play. That's way too much access to your computer. Love older versions of it. 2001 model PC mining gaming. Wash my dirt. Y'all want to watch me wash my dirt? We're only at like maybe 65%. I could like, we could do cleanup and then maybe what time we have one. See, maybe Rasher's got a point. Maybe I should do a cleanup and then we could maybe end the thing there. Let's see where we're at then, just for 67. Meant as in overfilling hog pans for nuggets. Oh, okay. Ah, come on, we got our arm stuck. Really? I hate it when this happens. Er. Dang it, I gotta get better at that. Ruins the whole flow. Not really, but it's a little annoying. Besides, we'll have to just finish this block and then a little bit more of the one behind it. We'll be able to do a cleanup. Will we get there tonight? Well, we'll see. I don't know. I'd like to, actually. But I'm happy we're still stable. Holding strong. Internet's not failing me now, as it has in the past. Why not move it like that? So let's coming from the top so we don't delete too much dirt. You not? Tired long hours. Not quite exactly sure what you're asking there. I mean, it's not so much I get tired, it's more like I have obligations to take care of generally. You know, like family things, taking care of the baby, putting him to sleep, helping out with cooking and cleaning. But generally when I sit down to play the game, I'm not like, can't say always, but most of the time I'm not tired. There has been times where I've been like, I sit down, I'm feeling good, and then I've actually fallen asleep while recording, or I don't think I've ever fallen asleep in a stream though, so still a new experience that we'll have to try. Maybe not, I don't know. But or then I just have to go to sleep because I am too tired. Drilling. Oh man. Like, I don't know why, but all of a sudden my hand's like all numb. Probably it's because I'm holding the baby and, well, not a baby, he's a toddler. I don't think he's a toddler, he's just a 2-year-old. Well, he will be a 2-year-old in about, what, a week and a half now? No, about 2 weeks, I think. His birthday's like the 7th. And if it's the 23rd, there's 8 days. So yeah, just about 2 weeks. I've fallen asleep drilling a few times. Well, I've done that quite a lot actually. Drilling's the one that's like, it's because you have to like kind of wait, you know, like where this, you're always, the boom's always moving, so you're always a little bit active, but like drilling, it's like you click the button and then you wait, and that really leads me to easily falling asleep. But I've fallen asleep doing this. I think I woke up one time and I had like, it was like going around in circles because I was still holding the stick to move it, but fell asleep. And then one time I woke up and the excavator was in the hole. I'm like, oh, well, I know what happened there. Well, it's about the right timing. You know, I find that if you're digging at a really good speed, then it takes about 2.5 fill-ups of the franks to get to 100% in the orange beast. So it would make sense that we're near probably 75% now, and we would need to very soon fill up the gas. It's inevitable. Exactly. Especially with not me personally, because I think the most I've spent one day in this game is maybe 9 hours, which is a lot. But like, it was just, oh, come on. There we go. I don't know why. Once in a while, it like won't reopen. Like you just get stuck and won't open. But you know, some people, they play the game so long, I can imagine falling asleep is just seriously inevitable. Of course, if I'm playing at night and not recording, I have very much done that. Fall asleep in my chair, playing the game. I'm like, I'm not going to give up. And then 2 hours later, you're like, oh, I guess I gave up because I fell asleep. I almost feel like this time I don't have enough workers. I think I have like 20. But, it's possible. Oh, there's a few that are still not all the way leveled up, which is another thing. Just couldn't wait. Yeah, the nuggets back then. Let's maybe do that. Well, we'll be done with this square in no time. We're just chewing right through these things. Get stuck there. Exactly. Yeah, no nugget leaderboard's a rare thing. Most people enjoy the hard start, but typically we get a normal leaderboard after a challenge board. True. Yeah, I like this like different start every now and again. It's really nice. It didn't like hold back people for all that. Like, you know, like it's not like the very, very old hard mode back in the day, but it's, I mean, some people, you know, they just like, all right, take a loan as they always do. They just have a little less money than normal and they got on with their day. And then there was people like me who was like, yeah, I don't need money. I'll just start adding right away and I won't go into debt. You know, it's all on. Although this time I think I took 2 loans actually, which is very odd, you know, like a odd thing for me. I don't normally like to take the loans because they just charge you so much. Start on non-DLC hard mode to me. I'd say the hard mode non-DLC is actually a good challenge. It's, you know, because you don't get as much gold, and you're obviously using the dump truck and the smaller excavator. Well, we'll call the medium. What's this? This one's using the big excavator. And then you're all using tier 3 when you actually get to the top. Well, it's 3.5, but so like a hard start like this in non-DLC is actually a really good challenge. Did we not? We didn't get the first part. We better not like clear too much away then yet. I'm already starting to bring up our next row here, and we haven't even finished this row. We're starting to not reach either, so that's another thing we gotta fix again. You like it? You quite like it? Yeah, like I said. There's some of us old people that are like, yes, hard mode, give it to me. And then there's those people that, I just love the nuggets, give me the nuggets. Let's see, I think we need to still roll forward a bit. Waterfall DLC or none? I mean, the thing is, if you do the non-DLC, the gold totals are a lot smaller, so you could feel like it's less overwhelming to see, oh, I only need to get like 400k rather than, oh, I only need to get like 4 million. But it's also harder to get that 400k, so it's like, but it's different. Gosh, we're all hung up on that thing. Where are we at here? 19. Yeah, we should probably fill up again here pretty soon. Yeah, waterfall is DLC. Same with Gems and Glory. That's another one. Like I've had like mixed things. I think they should have left that one as kind of the base game. In fact, if I was the developers, that would have been the first claim I started with for the game. But I know, and I've said this before plenty of times, that they were following the Discovery Channel, and so Old Arnold just made sense back then. But as like a standalone mining game that's not linked to any TV show, the Gems and Glory would have been a much like cooler start to this kind of game. All right, maybe we'll go up here and do some filling up. Oh boy. %, wow. I wonder if that'll reach. It probably won't. Where's our truck? We parked it over here, but now it's kind of out of gas. Are you waking up, buddy? Huh? What? I don't know what. That's the one word I don't really understand what you're talking about, buddy. I'll park this close, and then we'll do a double fill up. This can fill up over here because it'll reach. Oh, come on. It is not too far. What are you talking about? Too far. Too far, my butt. All right, let's... Oh, man, I am the best at backing up. This is where I'm legendary. Still? No, you are just... Oh, come on. That is close enough. All right. All right. That's closer. Well, this certainly didn't save time, did it? And actually, it'll be better that that one is fuller than this one, I guess. Let's see. I'm hoping that this will reach now. It's kind of farther away. Yeah, it's not going to reach now. Well, that totally messes up my idea, but add gems to all claims, but that at a very rare rate. If you really want gems, then you go to Diamond Creek. Okay, so that one's refilled. How much we got in here? 9%. Won't be enough to fill up the other ones, so. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously another thing that they'll have to do is put gems on all the claims. But yeah, you're like, if you're banking on gems, then definitely that one could be. But like, you know, because it's part of the DLC, they can't use it as a starting claim. And because it's not really like viable to go there for any reason, it's like kind of an unfortunate afterthought, and you don't, you know, you just don't use it. Like, I'd like to see it used more in the game, but just... Wait.
Okay.
God, I am so awesome at backing up here. This one is like really picky. You can barely turn it, and it's like you've gone too far. All right, I think we should reach here. I mean, we've learned that it's more picky than I think. There we go. That should do it. And while we're wasting our gas, let's go up here. 78, not too bad. Tank is refilled. Well, we're good for a while. Should get us to our clean out if we've got the time, that is. What's up, buddy? You finally woke up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
You want to go up and see sisters, huh?
Come on.
Come on. I'm kind of busy right now, but you can go see the sisters. They're baking. Go see Gigi. All right, come here. Come back. It's kind of hurt my back, though, the way... No, I'm not going up there, buddy. Well, now, this was definitely not in the game plan. What? What do you want? You just chill here for a little while? Alright, let me put you guys on pause. I'll go up and get him a bottle. I'll be back in a little bit. Maybe if I can get this to work. Mouse doesn't want to go. Ah, Fanthos, yes, this is live, so you're gonna have to wait. I'm very sorry. Now I'm back. What's going on? Oh, I know what's going on. We're not in the game. All right, there we go. We're back. Back and better than ever. That was fast. I actually already had a bottle made for him upstairs, and then since he's up there with the sisters, he's happy. They're watching some sort of movie, so he'll be happy to sit down and watch with them. That also means, well, he might go right back to sleep, who knows. Generally his bedtime's in about an hour. But since he just woke up, who knows? Might be one of those nights. It's on Twitch. Be right back. All right. By the way, welcome. Where did it go? Oh, Phantos, yes, welcome to the chat, bro. Haven't seen you for a while, man. Good to have you in the house. We gotta, like, fix this thing again. We're not gonna reach it. We're gonna reach it any good here. I guess maybe. I guess. All right, let's do this. Oh. Back. Yes. Well, welcome back, Rasher. I know that if you couldn't tell, I finally reached affiliate. So now there's ads in the thing. I hope you guys don't mind. Someone's got to pay the bills. Too bad they couldn't have timed that perfectly for when I went upstairs, that the ads just go like a, you know, like it was a perfect commercial. Oh, thanks, man. Basically, it was that like 4 subscriber average for 4 streams or something. I'm like, okay, this month I just have to do it because, you know, I gotta make it. And this month I've had a lot more people watching on Twitch, which makes it easier. So, because, you know, when people watch on YouTube, it somehow doesn't count for Twitch. I don't know. I just don't understand. They're watching, right? He'd be coming back. I just feel like we dumped half the dirt in that one. The fuel is, oh yeah, it certainly is low. All right, guess we better reposition this thing because I gotta scoot back some more. Because when it's open, we reach, but opening will probably miss the edge there a bit, I bet. So let's wondering if our dump truck's in the way now. Oh, we just don't fit in here at all, do we? Let's see, let's go with this guy moving forward. Of course, now we got the Dirt's in the way of all the places. This is the one place where the dirt would have to be in the way. The line is fixed. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Does that one go back any? No, that one's maxed out too. Mr. Dang it, you in the way. What we'll do, we'll set this guy up for refueling. So at least next time we won't have to fill it up. And then if that's where this one has to be, that one. That will move it. We're still cut on the corner of this stupid. Take it. Okay. So now, what kind of shimmy do we got to do here? I'll stream at some point. We'll just won't announce it on Old Man Gaming stream. It's okay if you want to, bro. Like, I'm going to have to probably end pretty soon. And if I could figure it out, if you're already streaming, I could raid your channel like, you know, a good Twitch streamer would. All right, is this going to work out? Not as well as I'd like it to. We need to go further this way. Yeah, that's going to work out. Might be a little high up there. I'll move it back a little bit. It'll be in the way, but better than nothing. I think this one's closed all the way too, so. Okie dokie. So this should have us, once we get done with it, somewhere near 90%, so we're really close to that cleanup. He's having some issues upstairs. I mean, they're dealing with it, but I don't think you can hear it, but he's, I don't know, having an issue with something. Sounds kind of funny, what I can hear. Oh, I was almost hoping that's our mat's full, but yeah, we're not that close. Yeah, we're pretty close though. Like I said, we're probably close to 90. One thing I gotta check actually is the water tower. It could be close to. Well, I know it's very much past halfway. We've been running for like, what, a day or so now? Day and a half? No, maybe it's not in the way. Maybe something else. Let's turn and see if we can really get that over there. Or is that thing standing in our way? I mean, part of this definitely is not. Okay, everything's still looking good. Well, guess I should keep digging over here on this side where I'm lined up to. We're keeping it pretty full now, but change in a minute when we go to the further side. Okay. I'd hope we're further than 90%, but considering what we've seen, well, I'm gonna guess we're right around 90 now. Oh yeah, we're back to night digging, so we're getting all that wonderful bonus gold. And I still haven't found that last chest, but it's all good. Let's have a look, see. Darn it, we're not even as close as I was hoping to be. Alright, let's dig on.
What's up?
I ain't really cleaning up too well down there, but I'm moving on. Oh, the other thing I want to check now. That one's 7, this is now 8. That was at 13. So not as much out of that one. This one's got 18, so let's kind of keep track, hopefully, of... There we go. Why am I stuck? Bentho's fault we didn't get what we wanted. Sounds like he thinks we're having pizza day. Like I said, my daughters are baking some blueberry pie, so he's like, "Oh, pizza, pizza." I guess. Well, I mean, we're always baking stuff, so I can't imagine. But pizza's the biggest thing that we actually bake in the oven, so I can imagine why he thinks something coming from the oven's going to be pizza. Ooh, blueberry pie, yeah. Now, it's been rainy, so we didn't get them fresh, because normally we can just go right out to the forest and pick our own not strawberries, but blueberries. But it's been raining, and it's been like a really high tick season. In fact, Wayland, because he loves to play in the bushes and the trees in our yard, has actually gotten 3 ticks on him already, and I've gotten 1. So it's been like super high tick season here. So we haven't been going out to get, like, normally we'd have gone out and grabbed a bunch of berries in the forest and made a fresh blueberry pie with those, but we're just using the store-bought ones. Although at the store there are like the stands that sell them, sell all the fresh finish berries that they get out of the forest. It's starting to be a little bit late in the season for those now. Yeah, we didn't even go to the strawberry farms this season either. Normally we go pick fresh strawberries at the strawberry farms. We just haven't done any of that stuff this season. We've been slacking, I guess. Oh, up here, I feel like all of a sudden we got really far away or something. Now you can find strawberries in the forest, but they're like the size of your pinky thumb or your pinky's nail, and they're really sweet though. They're really good, but it's like you don't really find a bunch, unfortunately. In fact, we have some wild ones in our yard that grow like that. Unfortunately, they don't do well without a lot of sunshine, and our yard, in most of the places, especially right where this big strawberry patch is, isn't very sunny, so most of the plants don't even get like bloom. Well, they get the blooming flower, but they don't get any actual strawberries to grow. Only the ones that are like right near our fence, which is also right by the road, where all the sunshine is, they get really nice strawberries on them. Wild strawberries they're really small. I mean, like, you have to have a good eye to find them, but like, especially unless you find a really nice patch of them. But they're really nice and sweet. That's one thing. You can't make no strawberry pie with them. You'd have to have so many. It'd be kind of ridiculous. Like, even the blueberries here in Finland are smaller. They're actually not, I mean, they're blueberries, but they're kind of like a cousin of the blueberry. They're called a bilberry, I think, is what they really are. But they're considered blueberries here. And they too are a little bit sweeter than the American ones. But they're really good. Especially when you just pick them right off the bush and eat them. And they're like all throughout the forests here in Finland. And you have the right to pick them from anywhere, even if they're in someone's yard, according to the Free Something Act here in Finland. So it's really cool. I know that. No, they're even bigger, dude. Way bigger. At least, okay, well, the ones we get here, they're not American. They're probably like from Brazil or somewhere. I don't know. I've never really paid attention to where we get them from, or Spain. Probably from Spain. But they're like the size of a freaking grape, and they kind of taste like a grape. It's like a grape dressed like a blueberry. And I'm like, this ain't a blueberry. There's something wrong with this thing. So... I think they've like modified their blueberries wherever they come from here. Like I said, it's probably Spain, but they're just huge and more like a grape than anything. So we don't ever buy those. We'll always buy the Finnish or even Swedish ones when they come around. If you're in the store buying stuff. They don't make good pies either, those big ones. I mean, ever heard of a great pie? No, that's because they just don't make great pies. I do like the strawberries here in Finland much more than the American ones, because the American ones, I have to admit, they kind of lack a lot of taste, actually. But the ones here in Finland are nice and sweet and really good to make stuff with. Even, like, you can even just taste the difference against, say, like the ones that I get from Spain and from France and all the places we get them from. It's like... Hi.
Hi.
I think he's going to try to get to the guitar and play it. Oh, there it is. His first internet debut. Yeah, it's very bland. Exactly watered down. It does taste 9.8. Hey, we're digging pretty fast. That's good. I mean, it's fast for me anyway. Generally, I'm like 8 or barely into the 9. So almost 10 is really good. He's got the whole guitar case out. He's gonna go for it. Yeah, I see. You're messing with the guitar, aren't you? He's just recently found it and thinks it's the coolest thing to play. Yeah, I see. It's a guitar. Kato is the Finnish word for look, which is kind of funny because we always, we speak English here, but one of the first words he picked up, which, most babies pick up, is like, oh, look, look, look. Only he picked it up in Finnish from somewhere, which I don't know where he got it from, but it's cool. He knows like at least 2 or 3 Finnish words. Alright, it's killing me. I'm wondering where we at, because we should be seeing this thing flip already. Come on, show me the money. 97, are you kidding me? Alright, so one other thing I'm going to do just quick while we're bopping around. Yeah, see, we almost out of water, just like I thought. Yeah, growth hormones and some crap, you can tell by the overly white centers. Yeah, it's a scam, certainly is. Yeah, the ones they grow here are pretty much the way they left them once they like breeded them with other strawberries to make them bigger, but they haven't like added any extra crap in them. At least I know from our friend's farm. He was always telling us, yeah, these are like the really good organic ones, no extra crap in them. I'm like, that's good. Whoa. Always hitting that. I mean, I think partly it might be due to how much sun they get and stuff, but I could be wrong. I just know from what I'm observing in my own yard, at least the wild ones, if they don't get a lot of sun, they're smaller and they are bitter. But if they get a lot of sun, then they're really nice and sweet. So I'll turn it back this way. It's a little better. Hopefully you get near that. I was out at waterfall was around 46. Mine's been 57. I was probably digging on like 4 squares that all had like help. What's your problem?
Help! Help!
No, we're not going to get it out. You have to leave it in there. Just play it there. You'll be fine. At least he's asking for help and not... Why are you not coming up? It's like stuck or something. I know we're kind of hitting this thing, but... Wow, we're out of gas. This is... Didn't we already fill this one up once, too? We have been playing for almost a whole day, haven't we? Oh, dang. Greenhouse berries, just no good. That's true. They're like getting artificial everything, aren't they? Hey, we're finally switching. Yay. Yeah, but okay, that's what I was saying. I was probably sitting on 4 of these squares that were all like 22,000 ounces. And so you're just digging in the best dirt you can. This one, like our first square, that very first one, the top wasn't super like yellow, you know, or gold. It was still kind of yellow. So we probably won't be seeing, I mean, we might get close to 50. I'm hoping anyway. That would definitely cut down the catch up we got to do. But if we can like get, say, you know, 45 to 50 out of each of these rows here, then, you know, we'll catch up pretty good. I just have to make time to like dig. I'm going to do it like last week, because I almost had to clean out every day last week until Thursday. And then some things came up and I just didn't have time. So I'm going to try to repeat that kind of setup. So did everything just change once? I mean, generally it beeps like 3 different times. Let's see here. Like, I don't mind. All right, great. So here's what we're going to do. I'll put that up just so that I got to check one other thing here just quick. Oh, that ended. That's not good. All right, I got to fix something here quick. Hey, don't step on it. That's not how it works. I have to manage the parking for my wife because it's a company car and I'm the only one with the app that can actually do it. Because their app is a little dumb too. I wonder if we should... Yeah, I think that'll probably have enough, like, enough in the hopper to hold everything. Kind of want to turn it off. Don't like the sound, but that's just me. It's like, don't look like it was switched. I've been there before. I picked them up thinking they all got switched, and I had some that were just 1% away. Okay, let's get cracking on this. We gotta get this cleanup done. Luckily, the cleanups don't take too long with this. And I could actually run a whole second one if I wanted to. And not even stop. That would be the most efficient, but... You received 100 messages today. Oh, yay. Hey, Wheels, welcome to the chat. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's get this cracking. We're about to go smelt our gold too. Put this guy up, put these guys up. Let's clean this place up, man. Alright, so after this cleanup, we will end the stream, just so you're all aware. But let's see how good of a cleanup this ends up being. Bucket is full. Feels like these aren't filling up as much as they should. I feel like we dumped like 20 in there and we should have way more than 65%, but... Or 62. I see like 6%. Isn't it supposed to be more like 9 or 10%? Come on, fill these buckets up, dude. I need money. Or at least gold. I really don't need the money. I got plenty. Alright, well, technically I'm only going to do one more. I don't want to overfill it. We'll place that there. The good news is we're already getting a few out here before we switch our mats, which tells me that we'll be getting a pretty good cleanup here. Alrighty. Ah, nuts. Oh my goodness, I'm failing bad. What? How did I just throw that like all over the place? It should have went right into here. Alright, while we're just kind of dorking around, we might as well go over here really quick. Alright, people, gonna guess how much we get? I'll guess like 43K. I mean, I honestly hope for more. I'd rather be looking between 45 and 50, but I'm going to be like conservative, I guess. That one. Ooh. Oh, graphics, man. Thanks for showing up. Alrighty, dighty. God, if this is, it can't be less than. Like, it needs to be over 40. We've got 5 here. 6 is generally around 35 to 40. So I think we'll be okay. 45K, hey. Graphic Nizzer. There we go. I had to really stop and read your name to get it. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for showing up. Oh, it's on this other side. Six is good. We're gonna get maybe 8 or so. So yeah, we could be into the 40Ks, no sweat. I think the most buckets I've ever had out here was 12, and that's when I had like 57K. It's crazy. I'm now at 8 to 9 ounces. Or Mike. Well, I probably won't remember Mike the next time I see us. Well, graphics is good. 7, 8. This one's going. Oh, wish it was more. Come on. And so I'm going to turn this one off so I don't have to hear it. Whoops. Alright, where are we at over here? We already took the bucket. Nope, 35 on that one. We could have doubled these two up. So we got 2, 4, 6. It's basically 9 buckets. I would say, yeah, we're at least in the 40K range. 45 is probably the... Well, we'll see. Let's turn this on and start the money machine. We're almost 20K, so that's good. So I think we should... Oh, this guy's got a ton. I should probably put a few more on the other side, after all. I'll slap that one there and then bring the rest to the other side while we wait. 37, we're getting up there. Alright, we've topped 40, that's good. What did I say, 42 or 43? Well, there's 43. Passed up my prediction, which is good. Oh, Rasher, you were close. Yay, 44K. That's a good total. We need those kind of totals for the next 3 or 4 cleanouts. So now we're at 150. So we're now like 120 from top 10 in seasonal here. Max Gold, on the other hand, we're so far away, it's kind of silly to even think about it. Well, we're at 16th. It's not terrible. We need 400K. We basically need 200K more to even get there. I don't know. With the time I have, I don't know. The gold we have is fine now.
You're all right. Let's not let you touch the guitar either. Begin.
The top two are cheating. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, yeah, 3 million in one season.
Yeah.
Come on, seriously, even the 2K or 2 million. This guy, I don't know. He's a new guy. I think he's legit. Or at least I haven't seen him before. But both of these Bulgaria, so they're probably definitely. I'm just looking at the totals here. So he had a 200K season and then got 2.1 million in another season. Yeah, unlikely. 1.5 a season is max. Okay. The top here, 25. Were you in the like in the max gold? Let's see. Oh, graphics, you're playing on non-DLC, is that right? Oh, yeah, you said it there already. I didn't. It's capped around 1.5. Yeah, okay, so it's easy to say that they're cheating then. Even this nut butter guy. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, and say these from here down is legit. These two guys are like full of crap. But okay, I think we'll have to leave it here because I've got things to do tonight still. And y'all been hanging out with me for, oh my gosh, 3 hours. It's a lot longer than I thought it would take, or I get time to. So thank you for watching and hanging out with me in stream. And well, we'll see you next time, whether it's recorded or a stream. But have a great night, a great day, a great morning, wherever you're at, because everyone is watching from all over the world. For me, it'll be a great night. Thank you again. And when you get a chance, check out Rasher Wagons. He'll be streaming soon if he's not already. Waylon, can you say goodbye? Say bye-bye. No, just say bye-bye. All right, well, he didn't get it. All right, but hey, thank you for watching. See y'all next time.